Angel Reese's latest podcast decision has left her listeners disappointed, primarily due to her choice of guest. Yeah, I think a lot of people were like, who cares about these people? Honestly.
I was shocked when I checked Angel Reese's podcast numbers yesterday. It was like watching a star player fumble in the final seconds. Some episodes have dropped to just 66 views, a stunning decline. After inviting Jada Cheeves and Dead Dare to discuss dating wealthy men exclusively, her basketball fans felt completely disconnected from the content. It's clear they didn't sign up for this.
Looking like she might have just met her match with the viewership or algorithm. I don't know what it is, but her podcast has hit an immediate roadblock. We're talking Angel Reese, superstar basketball player for the Chicago Sky. I mean, people get more views covering her than her actual podcast with her in the footage interviewing celebs. I mean, I just cannot believe.
What began as a decline in viewership quickly spiraled into a full-blown crisis when Angel Reese fired back at critics, telling fans to shut the up. What was once just a content struggle became a character controversy. Meanwhile, comparisons to Caitlin Clark's potential podcast success only intensified the scrutiny, creating an uncomfortable contrast for Angel.
From hosting fellow athletes like Dejanay Carrington, Skylar Diggins-Smith, and basketball legend Lisa Leslie, to musicians like Sexy Red, Glorilla, and more, the Sky Forward received positive feedback from listeners and viewers. However, the most recent episode received mixed reviews.
Angel's decision to feature reality TV personalities Jada Cheeves and Dead Dare was a stark departure from what her audience expected. For a podcast primarily followed by basketball enthusiasts, this guest lineup created an immediate disconnect. While her previous episodes focused on basketball culture and athletic development, this one strayed dramatically off course.
Reese's podcast featured reality stars Jada Cheeves and Des Doria? I don't know. I don't even care. Who discussed their experiences on season 1 of BET's The Impact Atlanta, as well as their candid views on online criticism, dating, and career.
The conversation quickly veered away from sports, shifting instead to dating and entertainment industry. The guests emphasized that they would only date men who made more money than them. What began as a discussion about industry challenges soon turned into an hour-long focus on financial expectations in relationships.
Their, quote, issue regarding relationships. As for Reese, she mentioned men's insecurities when it comes to women earning a higher income than their partners. Is that still a thing? That still bothers people? Okay. Quote, a lot of men don't also like women. My God, the grammar. What the bleep? A lot of men don't also like women that got their own. My God, folks. You read quotes from her, your IQ points just melt away.
Basketball fans who had tuned in for insights into the game, training regimens, or Angel's professional journey were instead met with content that felt straight out of a reality show. The discussion stayed at a surface level, never diving deeper. One fan summed it up by saying, "This is something I could hear on any random dating show, not from someone I respect as an athlete."
Following the interview, fans expressed their dismay over the responses they gave about money and relationships, feeling it overshadowed other important topics. Quote, they said a lot of nothing. The responses are dumb.
The backlash was immediate. Fans flooded the comments with disappointment. One wrote, they literally talked about nothing for an entire hour, while another added, I've followed Angel since college. But then it feels like she's forgetting who supported her from the beginning. A wave of unfollows followed, with viewers openly declaring they were unsubscribing. This episode made one thing clear. Angel misread her audience. She seemed to assume they'd embrace reality TV-style content, but her platform was built on basketball fans who valued her for her athletic achievements, not celebrity gossip.
Yes, fans took to social media to blast Angel Reese for this upcoming interview. Now, I'm here to tell you guys, I told y'all, Angel Reese, she ain't tripping on basketball, bro. She's looking like she want to be a celebrity, reality show type woman, and that's the route that she's going.
Even longtime supporters began questioning her direction. Was basketball taking a backseat to celebrity culture? Had fame shifted her priorities? These weren't just casual criticisms. They came from fans who had championed her rise in women's basketball. They wanted the focused, determined Angel they admired on the court, not someone seemingly pivoting toward influencer status.
Another person added, quote, "This is like the one podcast where 3 kids judge food they haven't eaten, laugh out loud." The same goes for a commenter who said, "Losing brain cells listening to this podcast." I just said IQ points were literally melting away from my brain pan as we speak.
The misstep led to a sharp drop in followers. Fans who once supported Angel's career now felt disconnected from her content. The episode sparked discussions about authenticity and the responsibility athletes have on their platforms. Fans compared Angel's shift in focus to other athletes who stayed true to their roots, and the numbers confirmed it. Angel Reese's podcast viewership plummeted dramatically, almost overnight, leaving a stark visual of what happens when an audience feels betrayed.
Angel, all these women out here doing phenomenal things, but you choose rappers' girlfriends to interview just really throws me. That's a hell of a good comment.
Before the drama, Angel's podcast had solid support, thanks to Shaquille O'Neal's big podcast network, which provided credibility and professional production. She was on track, hosting athletes like DJ Carrington, Skylar Diggins-Smith, and Lisa Leslie, who connected with her basketball audience and helped shape her podcast's identity.
How the hell did Angel Reese go from being superstar basketball player to views in the hundreds? Yes, you heard me correctly. Views in the hundreds.
It's almost unfathomable how quickly Angel's podcast numbers have plummeted. To have episodes drop to just 66 views is a shocking turn of events. It's like having a packed arena with everyone excited for the game, and then, just as the buzzer beater shot is about to be taken, nearly the entire crowd leaves before it even happens. The stark difference between her large social media following and her actual podcast viewership highlights a massive disconnect, one that speaks volumes about how quickly her content's focus shifted away from what her core audience valued.
We have to pull up her podcast, man, because y'all might think I'm lying. I am not lying. This is not clickbait at all, guys. So as we pull up the Unapologetically Angel podcast, I mean, hell, she just released the episode 10 minutes ago. It got 66 views. This one right here got 781.
It's almost unbelievable that a high-profile athlete like Angel, coming off a championship season with all the media buzz surrounding her, can't even hit 5,000 views in an entire week. For someone with her visibility and dedicated basketball fan base, those numbers are catastrophic. It's a clear indication of how much her audience has shifted away from the content, likely due to the disconnection between what she was offering and what her fans actually wanted.
People ain't feeling them, bruh. I mean, damn. I mean, Angel Reese haven't got over 5,000 views in over a week, dog. Last time she got 100,000 views was like...
The sharpness of the drop is what makes it so striking. It wasn't a slow fade where viewers gradually lost interest. It was an instant collapse, like a shot being blocked and falling to the ground. One day, Angel had a solid audience, and the next, it was practically gone. The timing of this massive shift, happening right after the controversial episode, makes it painfully clear what triggered the drop. Fans didn't just drift away. They turned off in response to feeling disconnected from the content.
And it seemed like everything went downhill after this interview, bruh. I can't even lie. But it's looking like it's been going downhill since before this damn interview. I can't even lie to you. It's looking like Kennedy Carter DJ Carrington might be her biggest view.
The drop in engagement is drastic, over 90% in a short time. What once took months to build has vanished in days. It's not just a decline, it's a clear misstep. Fans aren't just losing interest, they're unsubscribing and unfollowing. The shift in content deeply upset her audience, who expected basketball-focused discussions, not reality TV-style gossip. This disconnect shows how much the audience valued her athletic journey over celebrity-driven content.
If you're going in terms of breaking it up, but damn, dog, it ain't looking good for Angel, bruh. Now, I just wanted to show y'all the numbers to show y'all I wasn't clickbaiting or picking on Angel.
Even with Shaquille O'Neal's network providing professional production and the built-in audience from her basketball fame, the podcast still couldn't recover from the misstep. It shows that no amount of backing can make up for disconnecting from the core audience and failing to deliver content they truly care about.
She's had a lot of like rappers and these what I call D-list celebrities, which is the reality TV show. That's a D-list celebrity. They're not an actual celebrity, really and truly. It's not like they won American Idol, right?
For someone positioned as a game changer in women's basketball, these viewership numbers are a serious wake-up call. The audience is sending a clear message about the type of content they expect, and it's not celebrity gossip or shallow discussions about relationship finances. The data reflects one of the most dramatic audience collapses we've seen from an athlete's media platform, signaling a critical misstep in connecting with the
comment. A social media user left a harsh comment, wrote the least informative podcast on earth. Yikes.
With her viewership in freefall, Angel Reese faced a critical choice: address fan concerns or defend her vision. Instead, she responded with 4 simple words: shut the few up, which turned what could have been a minor content misstep into possibly the worst PR disaster in recent WNBA history. This response alienated even her most loyal supporters, leaving them questioning everything about her.
Said she took the X and pretty much let the fans know how she was feeling. Let's pull up the tweet right now. This is the tweet right here. Angel Reese stated, "This is my podcast. Shut the F up. You don't watch. Thank you."
The timeline here is key. Facing growing criticism at her podcast's direction, Angel had a chance to address it thoughtfully, either by promising more basketball content or explaining her vision. Instead, she posted on Twitter, "This is my podcast. Shut the fake us up. You don't watch. Thank you." This aggressive response came right before a major publication exposed her plummeting viewership, turning a small issue into a full-blown crisis, like a crucial turnover in the last seconds of a tied championship game.
Check out the comments. This one stated, you scrapped the baby. This one too. So fans is definitely still bringing up that the baby interview, which that one never came out. She received harsh criticism from her fan base for that specific interview as well.
Her social media quickly turned into a battleground, with longtime supporters questioning her character. One fan commented, "If you're including the people, the consumer is a shareholder." If you didn't want to evoke a conversation, turn the camera off. Angel had broken the implicit contract between creator and audience. Fans expected a certain kind of content, and if it is missing their concerns, she alienated the very people who had supported her from the start.